October 8, 2017, last updated 9:40 AM ET Matt Duchene is still wearing number 9 for the Colorado Avalanche. The question is for how much longer. The betting money in the off-season was the disgruntled center already would have a new home, but the situation hasn't been normal since AV's general manager Joe Sakic started listening to offers for Duchene nearly 2 years ago. As many as 8 teams have held talks with the AVs about Duchene, including the Columbus Blue Jackets, Ottawa Senators, Montreal Canadiens and Pittsburgh Penguins, but nobody has been able to get a deal done because Sakic is sticking to his guns on his asking price of a top defenseman, a high-end prospect and a pick. The 26-year-old Duchene has a goal and assist for 2 points in 2 games with the AVs this season. Many wondered if he even would show up for training camp. However, he was there to honor his contract and to see if he can help create a marketplace so he can go to a team that has a chance to win. The belief is that Duchene will get dealt sooner rather than later, but patience is a virtue where this situation is concerned. Off the glass, big decisions will have to be made by the Toronto Maple Leafs and Winnipeg Jets on July 1. Yes, center Austin Matthews and winger Patrick Laine will both have a year remaining on their entry-level deals next summer, but given the recent trend, both will be looking for long-term contract extensions. Though Edmonton Oilers captain Connor McDavid is making $925,000 this season, the massive 8-year, $100 million deal he signed on July 5 will kick him to start the $201,819 campaign with an average annual value of $12.5 million per year. The Oilers' move to sign McDavid, 20, was a big reason why the Buffalo Sabres followed suit last week and locked up top center Jack Eichel to an 8-year, $80 million deal with an AAV of $10 million that will kick in next year as well. It made sense for both organizations to make these moves, but now it's up to the Leafs to decide if they're going to extend Matthews with that term money, and the Jets are in a similar situation with Laine. Unless both players fell off the map this year, the chances of either player getting signed to a bridge deal is highly unlikely, and the way contracts are being negotiated, players are going to try to avoid those short-term deals to get more term. It will be interesting to see what route Toronto GM Lou Lamoriello and Winnipeg GM Kevin Cheveldayoff take, because they will have to decide whether to sign both players or wait. After a 2-goal effort for the expansion Vegas Golden Knights and a 21 victory Friday night over the Dallas Stars on the road, forward James Neal is getting plenty of attention. Picked up from the Nashville Predators in the expansion draft, Neal, 30, who is making $5 million this season, has started the season in Vegas, but he may not finish it there. AAU fought the deadline. Neal, who went to the finals with the Predators last spring, will be a good bargaining chip for the Vegas franchise. Rumors du jour: the Detroit Red Wings have yet to sign RFA center Andreas Athanasiou to a contract extension. He is seeking a deal worth $2.5 million per season, while the Wings reportedly have offered $1.9 million per year. Athanasiou, 23, is skating with a team in Switzerland, but sooner or later you can expect him to get a contract with Detroit. Once that happens, there's a lot of talk the Wings will have to make room for Athanasiou, who had 18 goals and 29 points in 64 games last season, which means Detroit may have to move a forward. The belief is several teams have called on 25-year-old center Riley Sheahan, who will be an RFA next summer. Losing 72 to the Leafs on opening night at home wasn't the way the Jets would have scripted the start of the season, but it sounds like there's heat in Winnipeg for this team to have a strong year. Since returning to the Manitoba capital, the Jets have made the playoffs only once in 6 years and have missed 2 straight years under coach Paul Maurice. He was given a contract extension along with Cheveldayoff in the offseason, but that doesn't mean Maurice is going to get a free pass. The Jets are expected to contend for a playoff spot, and given the talent this team has, it should. Keep an eye on New York Islanders defenseman Calvin DeHaan at the February 26 trade deadline. He avoided arbitration last summer by signing a 1-year, $3.3 million deal just before the hearing was scheduled in August, but that doesn't mean he'll stay with the Isles. If New York isn't in the playoff picture in February, then DeHaan, 26, will be a valuable commodity on the market, and there's no shortage of teams looking for defensemen. Have a nice Sunday and happy Thanksgiving.